Right. Well, another good deed you can do is tune in on New Year's Eve to King 5's New Year at the Needle. Guess who you'll see? Me. It's my first time hosting, and I'm so excited. I'm actually joining evening's Endeavor.
My friends call me Dim.
Endeavor. Jim Dever. He's been there for decades. Really?
No, come on, really? Yeah, maybe.
Who will be partying with us? King 5 traffic anchor Shante Sumpter, of course, and my friend Terry Hollimon. They're all here with us now for a pre-little New Year's Eve cheers.
Yes.
And bubbly.
And by the way, this is the.
You know, I went the wrong direction first.
This is the only.
We'll get there.
This is the only.
I do enjoy.
Prep we do for the show.
I do enjoy that. I feel like New Day is kind of just. This is our New Day team, you know? We just kind of taken over.
I love coming to New Day. There's always some kind of...
Doesn't bother me.
A nice beverage. I didn't want to be the one to say it. It is early in the morning, but yeah.
Well, it's apple juice, right?
You know, it's it's apple juice. Just take it easy on that apple
And it's 5 o'clock summer.
That's what I always say.
That is not apple juice.
All right. I'm excited. I'm so thrilled that I'm going to be working with some of the people I love best. I did say to Jim, like,
And me.
Well, I'm really shocked how they're letting two of the most unhinged people
Yeah, we are not very focused.
do this together.
What is that?
I can't wait.
Shante,
We're not ready yet. We're
reel
not
him
done.
in.
I can't wait to see it. It's going to be so much fun. I'm looking forward. And I've actually never spent New Year's here yet since I've been here.
Oh,
I've
that's
always been
right. You were
home.
always out of town.
Yeah,
That's
it's
right.
a great experience. This is why I like working that show, because you can't get anything more Seattle
No,
than
you
watching
can't.
the fireworks at the Space Needle.
Absolutely. I think I spent the last decade watching you, Jim,
Yeah,
from
me
my
too.
living room. At least the last decade.
Yeah.
So,
That's right. You grew up watching me, didn't you, young
yeah,
man?
if you want to say that. Yeah.
So speaking of, you've done this for many years. We have a clip, actually. Check this out.
Oh, no.
Let's check in right now with Jim Dever, who's been battling the crowd and entertaining some interesting folks down at the base of the Needle, and find out what's happening down there. Jim?
Alan, Mimi, it's a new year, and it's time once again to take a look at the future. You know, remind me to put in for a little bit bigger graphics budget next year. That might be a good idea.
Oh, man.
Oh my gosh, look at baby Jim.
I remember that. You know, my hair was not black. It looks like it is there.
I always thought you had blonde hair.
It was blondish. It was less gray than it is now, but it was just pouring that night, as you might be able to. Everybody was a drowned rat, and that's what happens to my hair. It gets very dark, and then it also thins out. So you might see a lot of my scalp if it rains again.
Okay, so it's not going to rain for us, is it?
No.
No.
Well, ask her.
Okay, well, all right.
Okay.
So
I saw her sitting in the weather center this morning. She must be-
I at least am by the person who knows.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
You were sitting right next to Rich this morning, and in the said weather center above her head.
well, I
so.
want to know, because you are always so fabulous. What are you going to be wearing?
I don't have it yet, but I know it will be sparkly. It will be giving main character. You know, it'll be a nice outfit.
It'll be.
Imagine the ball dropping. That's what I'm coming with.
She is bringing that. And she's going to be inside. She's inside. You're
Yes.
going to be at the top of the Space Needle with the band and all the fun things. What else is new this year?
Well, that's a cool one. Shantae's going to be up there at the top of the Space Needle, and we have a live band called Them. Some young women from West Seattle.
And they're so cool.
Oh, yeah. And they're really coming up in this sort of indie rock side of things. I sound like an old man.
That was indie rock.
Also coming back and bigger than ever is going to be a drone show.
Yeah.
It's going to happen before midnight.
Yep.
And then at midnight, of course, fireworks. And we say this all the time, but it's actually true. Bigger and better than ever. But it really is true, because every year, you can imagine if you're the person who puts on the fireworks show, you want to top yourself.
Yeah, totally.
And that's exactly what they're going to do this year. They've got a lot of surprises in store.
Well, and Randy was here at the beginning of the hour, and he was saying that we're going to be up to 500 drones this year.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The drone show is, I think, twice as large as you saw it last time.
That's crazy.
It's longer too, right? I
Who
think I saw
controls
that.
the 500 drones? Is it one
Well,
person
Terry,
doing the
as
thing?
a matter of fact, we were going to let you know.
That's my job this year.
You. Yeah.
I've been practicing on my Xbox. You know, I'm not ready to go with the 500 drones.
Yeah, you're going to be perfect. You'll be fine.
I am so curious because there's so much pressure on to go to find a good party on New Year's Eve. I mean, what do you all normally do on New Year's?
Yeah, I usually work.
You're usually working,
I
and I'm usually watching him work.
And
So that's
yeah.
the thing. I'm usually at home, sitting with 4 kids.
So we've established we two are the
Okay.
most boring people here.
I might be a part of the boring crew as well. I'm
Really?
usually in South Carolina on New Year's, and
okay.
we do our own fireworks in the neighborhood. It's kind of like a neighborhood
Oh, that's
fire
fun. I
battle.
love that.
With, different streets shooting
Yeah.
them off.
Battle of the
So yeah,
neighborhoods.
you can't really shoot them everywhere out here. So
That's true.
it's not the Space Needle might be your best option. But
Yeah, it is. I know. I think I'm the most boring because you know where I've been the past 8 years?
Where?
Asleep.
Oh.
Because I used to get up for the morning show.
Right.
That started at 3 a.m. and so I had to be in bed by like 9. So I've missed almost every New Year's for the last 8 years.
Poor
The
Amity.
fact that I know, thank you.
I'm here
thank
for you.
I love you for that.
Yeah.
The fact that I'm going to be there, I hope I stay awake, Jim.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
goodness.
You're
It's
going to have to
debatable.
poke me.
to
Oh,
get you
all day
Wake up,
long.
wake
We're gonna
up.
be doing
some
it.
martinis rolling or something.
Coffees and
Is
Red
that a
Bulls.
promise?
Yeah.
Can we get?
Yeah,
My
we gotta
producer
hook
for the
that up.
show's in the booth right now. Can we get espresso martinis?
Sign us up.
She's
I'm
getting
in.
on it.
Yes.
What is your dream New Year's though? Like if you could go and do anything, what would it be?
I've always wanted to do New York. I've always wanted to go to New York to see the ball drop. I've never been to New York. So that would be awesome. Do the whole old school Dick Clark, watch the ball drop at midnight, see all the crowd at Times Square. That would be awesome.
I would love that.
Ooh,
What
that
about
would
you?
be nice, but it's just something about those crowds that I don't know.
I'm with you.
I think, a perfect New Year. I'm imagining like the Eiffel Tower in the background.
that's what I was
Like,
thinking.
when you know how you catch it every hour, I think it sparkles.
Good idea.
That is my dream.
I am with this.
Yeah.
Can we go on stream together? Because I'm imagining fancy party with champagne and not a
Yes.
lot of crowds, but we're looking out at the Eiffel
Exclusive.
Tower.
Maybe one of those nice hotels off to the side, a private balcony.
Ooh, yes.
You know what?
Beyonce might be.
Put
put
the
some
black
thought
card on the
into it.
table. Put the
He
black card
really
on
went
the
deep
table.
with this dream, didn't he?
Man.
You
I
gotta
love
dream
that.
big. You gotta imagine.
What's your dream? To not be at New Year's at the Needle one year?
Sure, that sounds good. No.
Sorry, no, we can't allow
such
that.
luck.
We can't allow that.
I think there's a little island out in the Pacific that is the first to see the new year. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be
the
fun.
first one,
Yeah.
Like the
gotta
first on the
figure that out.
planet.
First person
Yeah.
in the new. That's nice.
And I'll go like out into the surf to be ahead of everybody else.
Oh, I like that. Could we maybe like have you on a remote there, so we'll just come to you live and ruin your
That'd be
private
great.
moment?
Just a little zoomy zoom out there in the middle of the ocean.
like it.
I would
Jim
love
out there in his Speedo.
Heck of a delay.
Doing the first
I'm
break
already
of the
wearing
new
it,
year.
Terry.
All right, so a lot of people, we were talking about this earlier in the show. You know, New Year's Eve is a very romantic time. It's a time where people maybe, kissing someone at midnight. That's the
Yeah,
big
there's
thing.
a lot of there might even be some live engagements.
Oh, I know.
we got to warn you guys about that.
Yeah, keep your eyes open for that. But there's a new survey I'd like to share with you. It's by Shiny Smile Veneers. You heard that right? Yeah. They had some key findings that I think are quite interesting. Seattle ranks #1 for cities where it's difficult to find someone with no red flags.
Wow.
What is considered a red flag, though? Like, what's the red flag?
Let me tell you, a friend of mine has been dating for a while now. She's divorced, and I'll tell you, I think everyone she dates has a red flag. What are your?
Sheesh. I will say red flags. You see them clearly, but you try to make them pink. If it's pink, it's red. It's like
Cheers to that.
He barely writes me back, but maybe he's busy. I don't.
Yeah.
It's like
you want to tell yourself lies
you
to make
try
it
to
better,
lie to
right?
yourself to make it better. So I can't think of any red flags right now. But
I was thinking like a red flag, like bad hygiene, or
That's-
maybe the person, they're a little too inebriated.
Something real
That's a
obvious
red
off
flag, yeah.
at the beginning.
you gotta look for the small ones though.
Yeah.
It's like the little
The little
things.
It's been
Quirky
a long time.
thing.
Yeah.
You can't be too picky, man. It's 2023, almost 2024.
Well,
you can't be too picky
listen
these
to this
days.
stat. Listen to this statistic. In Seattle, bad hygiene is the #1 dating deal breaker, which did surprise me a bit.
See? Like you don't bathe regularly or brush?
I don't know.
It's,
Also, different political views is another one. That did not
Ooh.
surprise
Okay, that
me.
doesn't surprise me.
That in Seattle did not
Yeah,
surprise
no.
me. All right, but let's talk about, well, really, first of all, I want to know about looking for love in Seattle. So 2 of you all found your spouses in Seattle, right?
Yep, absolutely.
I have friends who moved up here or want to move up here, and they're single, and they say, "Hey, is it hard to meet someone?" Thoughts?
Well, here I am. I've been here 2 years, but I will say, finally, I have met someone really nice here that I'm dating. But it's not like I'm about to be married or anything. You know what I mean?
You met someone
there
that has
is
some potential.
Yeah,
Let's see some
there,
pictures.
There is.
Limited red flags.
Yeah.
I don't see any red
How about
flags.
yellow? How about yellow
So
flags?
it's hard. No yellow flags, but I will say I've met more bad people than good, and not bad in general.
Not
just
like bad, but not
just
compatible.
Like, you know,
Not your
But I'm
type.
the type of person I know fast. So we're sitting at the restaurant. Yeah, you're never gonna see me again. Like when I get out of here, you
Yeah.
will never see me
Do
again.
you ghost them? Are you the type that ghosts, or do you like, I'm sorry, this is not working?
I just stop responding.
That's the ghost.
But I think if time is invested, then an explanation is granted. But
Yeah.
if we've only known each other 2 weeks, what's there to talk about? Just go on about your
2
life.
weeks.
And I'm going about my
I
life.
could not agree with you more.
You know, gotta look at
I'm
where you
thinking
are.
about moving
but
in.
just, but look, for the people who are married, I will say, just keep it together.
Sorry.
That's what
nothing
she
out here.
says. She's said that before. Like, if you're married, figure it out.
Figure it out.
If you got fix some problems.
If it's nothing too bad,
Yeah.
please figure it
man.
out, because
Yeah, I
it
hear
is
you.
hard to date. My friends out here, they'll tell you it's
I
very.
have heard it is not a great place for dating.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we got 30 seconds left. I got to ask. We got a big day of sports after the new year rings in. How we looking? That's my sports.
Talk to Mr.
Huskies,
Sports
yeah,
Expert.
Huskies got a big game, Sugar
yeah.
Bowl versus Texas, big time in the national championship implications. We going all in, dogs.
Yes.
All right.
Well, thank you all for being there. I'm so excited to be working with you that night. So you all better tune in and watch us at New Year's at the Needle.